at guaranteed.com.
Going solar for cheap is as easy as 1, 2, 3. If you want to go solar but thought the setup costs were too high, now you can build your own solar panels for less than $200. Don't laugh. We've sold over 45,000 solar do-it-yourself kits. Watch our introduction video at 123cheapsolarvideo.com. The video is free, but it won't last long. Save money on electric bills and get off the grid. Go to 123cheapsolarvideo.com right now. Our website again is 123cheapsolarvideo.com.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
The collapse of the dollar is imminent. You can protect your wealth by buying gold, silver, and strong foreign currencies, but what if the government confiscates your precious metals, implements exchange controls, or nationalizes your retirement? You need a backup plan. That's why you must move your wealth into an offshore asset protection structure. Go to collapseproof.com to get your free special report and discover how to store your gold and silver in the world's safest vaults, or how to hold foreign currencies in a way that's safe from bank failures, bank runs, or exchange controls. Learn how the U.S. government failed to collect a $36 million claim because the defendant legally used an offshore asset protection program. This is what you need to keep your wealth safe when the dollar collapses, and collapseproof.com can help. Our programs are 100% compliant with U.S. law, but you must act now before it's too late. Call 800-798-2008. That's 800-798-2008. Collapseproof.com. Asset protection in financially unsafe times.
The Genesis Communications Radio Network proudly presents The Alex Jones Show, because there's a war on for your mind.
If the developments go too crazy or there's a meltdown at a Chernobyl event, I will be on air. I got to call my wife, because it'll just take a couple days if it does melt down for the radiation to get here. Our news will tell us everything's fine, even as detectors are going off. I got to get my kids on potassium iodate. But hopefully it's not going to melt down. A few hours ago, they were talking about opening up the reactor to let off the heat because they can't get coolant through it. And it's a big one of 6 in a nest of them. Now the government has said they are now releasing radioactive vapor, but that's nothing compared to a meltdown. That's all they can do. That's the danger of nuclear. Unbelievable. So Japan to release radioactive vapor at nuke plant, and it goes on to say they're now doing it. So they've gone from saying they might to they are. I'll be back Sunday, 4 to 6 p.m. Central. I'm going to go into overdrive a little bit in the next hour so we can get to Jordan, Richard, John, Ken, and Chris. But, I mean, what else briefly can they do, Bob Chapman? If they can't get coolant through it and they admit it continues to heat up, they're going to have to off-vent the boiling water into the atmosphere. There's really nothing else they can do, but what's going to happen? Are they just going to like artificially bring in other pipes and start dumping water right on top of it? I mean, is this thing going to go Chernobyl?
It could, and I hope that they're telling everybody to get out of town and get out fast if they can. Start walking if you have to. I think they have about a 30-mile radius that they fallout, if the thing goes, the fallout can visit upon people. Is that figure correct, do you think, 30 miles?
Well, yeah, if you drop an A-bomb on somebody and there's not high winds, but when it melts down, it goes into the other isotopes and other metals and creates really radioactive groupings, and then it can go into the jet stream. Chernobyl, it was like a 1,000-mile-plus plume of land that's still contaminated, thousands and thousands dead connected to it. So this thing will go worldwide. But, yeah, the epicenter, generally, and depending on the winds, would be 30 to 50 miles, depending on how they're blowing. But it's a dose everybody's going to get. Hopefully it isn't going to happen. Everybody should be praying right now. Jordan in Canada, you're on the air with a terrorist, Bob Chapman.
Yeah, I just have a quick couple questions here. One is dealing with the New World Order and how we're being led to these FEMA camps.
You mean our saviors, the good people that aren't the terrorists?
Yes.
Are you talking bad about government? Okay, well, they're what makes the grass grow.
Okay, so now TV, they don't call TV shows programming for nothing. Now, I've been noticing a lot of alien movies coming out, dealing with aliens and stuff like that. Now, do you think the government is desensitizing the general public to the thought?
Well, and a lot of it's entertainment, too.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't even need to have the overall message in a film. Now, with the flicker rates, they can manipulate the metabolic rate of the brain itself, separate from the overall message. But there is admitted government programs, Project Bluebeam and others, to do fake alien landings. I appreciate your call. Comment on that, Bob Chapman.
I have none. It's beyond my abilities to answer that.
That's because you're a terrorist.
Of course.
What, now you're being racist towards the gray aliens?
No. I've just never encountered any, and I don't really know whether there are any.
Not having a comment is racist.
Okay.
I'll
accept that.
Are you a planophobe? What do you call being scared of aliens? It is xenophobe if you don't like a particular group of people, say, that want to kill you. So what's not liking the aliens? Are you an alien denier?
How do you know I might be an alien?
Maybe you should be arrested. Maybe you're denying that the aliens exist. Maybe that's code for racism. Man, there's no end to the sickening things you do, Bob.
Thank you for listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
Diamond Gusset is proud to announce the anthem of the Patriot Movement. They're offering a free CD, T-shirt, and bumper sticker with a qualifying purchase. Diamond Gusset offers great products at great prices while keeping Americans working.
I'm looking for a factory where a man can feed his family. Not worried about them moving it south, closing the doors and shutting her down tomorrow. I'm looking for America.
We're American and be proud. Go to gusset.com/America.
The land of the free and the home of the brave. Seems like I just woke up one day and it was gone, long gone. But I know in my heart it's still
Again, go to gusset.com/America today.
Coast to coast, direct from Austin. You're listening to the Alex Jones Broadcasting Network.
Bob Chapman, an America hater, hates tyranny. He's an America hater. He's racist towards aliens from the planet Wigglebob. He doesn't like Nazis either. Racist. He's not allowed to have a political view. Probably doesn't like the Aztecs either. Racist. Doesn't like child sacrifice. All right, I'm going to stop being sarcastic here, but I'm illustrating absurdity by being absurd. Richard in Vermont, probably a terrorist as well. You're on the air. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, how you doing, Alex? And Bob.
We're good.
Yeah, I'm definitely a terrorist. I actually withdrew all my money out of the bank yesterday, and I told them to start sending my unemployment checks to my house and stop taking taxes out of them because getting nailed so much. But
so you're fed up. You're standing up. Well, all right.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can only throw up so much.
Well, you're like the founding fathers, an actual real man putting it all on the line. How un-American. Sorry.
Yeah. I wanted to mention I was looking at a video that they had on MSNBC, and they showed all of the tsunami is starting to affect the West Coast down in the Monterey Bay area. And what was happening was all of the boats that were moored there were starting to come out. It looked like they were moving out to sea from...
Yeah, that happens generally. There's different types, but yeah, they get sucked out first before the wave comes back in.
What I wanted to do was remind everybody that I remember the Indonesian tsunami. They had a bunch of kids that were playing on the beach, and when the water receded so far back, there were fish flopping around on the sand because, and the kids ran out to play with the fish and stuff like that.
There could be a big tsunami in the next few hours headed out there.
Well, what happens is these kids went out there and they were playing because the tide receded so quickly because the energy of the tsunami sucks the water out before it actually comes back in full force. And I'm just saying, if anybody is out there on the West Coast and you got kids playing on the beach and they think that would be fun to go grab onto a couple of fish and stuff like that, stay the hell out of the way, because when the water comes back in, you can kiss your kids goodbye. I watched these kids get floated away on that wave. And
I've seen the footage as well. God bless you, Richard. Great points. And to be sarcastic again, how dare him as a citizen have his own view and try to warn people? There's government announcements to warn people. You're not supposed to out there be calling into shows trying to warn people. That's kind of vigilante, isn't it, Bob Chapman?
It certainly is. It certainly is.
Very shameful, Richard. John in California, probably another evil person. John, you even know how to talk. That's against the law.
Yeah, and I also listen to the Bill of Rights every night before I go to bed, so I'm definitely a terrorist.
That's like satanic verses. Sorry.
Alex, I've been waking up in the last 3 weeks, and it's all because of you. You're an invaluable resource to America and humanity. Just keep doing what you're doing. All right, two things, abiotic oil and the Bakken oil field. I heard Lindsay talk a little bit about sweet crude in the Bakken oil field. The limited research I've done, granted, it's not enough to do what I'm saying justice, but what I've seen is it's oil shale in the Bakken oil field.
No.
If you can have Lindsay expand on...
Listen, when you drill in those areas, you may hit oil at 8 or 9 areas. There's shale. There's stuff down 15,000 feet. There's multi-levels in deep drilling. They hit natural gas. They hit oil deposits. It depends on what they think the biggest load is that they're going for. Bob Chapman, you want to end the show explaining that to John?
Well, I think you've overviewed it quickly and correctly, and it's wherever they think they'll get the biggest payoff. I understand from subscribers that there's a lot of activity in North Dakota right now, and they're building tanks, for usage for holding, and Halliburton and others are all over the place.
Oh, yeah, exactly what Lindsay Williams is saying. Now, you've got people that actually read the international forecaster. That's terrorist. They actually know how to read. We need to go back to the dark ages when you can't read. That's what the New World Order wants. Most Americans have almost gotten there. This civilization stuff, Bob Chapman, we'll talk to you next week. No more writing. Very terrorist. Stay with us, folks, and pray for the folks in Japan.
This message starts with a great offer from Big Berkey Water Filters, because we don't want you drinking dangerous water 1 minute longer. Right now, purchase any filter system from BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com to get your choice of 2 Berkey Sport bottles, a KDF shower filter, a set of fluoride filters, or our new sight glass spigot absolutely free. Why do this? Because over 60% of municipal water is fluoridated, and at less than 2 cents per gallon, Berkey Water Filters purify both treated and untreated water, removing dangerous chlorine, fluoride, and other contaminants. Big Berkey water filters are powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water, so they're perfect for rainwater collection systems and emergency preparedness. Remember, Big Berkey includes free shipping on every order over $50, and GCN listeners get 5% off all ceramic filter systems. Visit BIGBERKEY waterfilters.com or call 877-99-BERKEY. That's BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com or call today 1